So welcome back once again, everyone. Following on from our last video about heating the van, we've also got to think about the fumes that they create. Now, one problem we've got if we are burning some fuel is you've always got to have some fumes coming from that burnt fuel. A lot of people already know that you're going to have carbon monoxide coming out of the exhausts, and also you might get some fumes in the van. So what we're looking at is, why do we get these and what can we do about it? Well, we sometimes get these if we are running a heater, predominantly a diesel heater, but it's also appropriate for the petrol heaters and also your gas heaters. So any burnt gas or any burnt fuel will create some carbon monoxide. So what we're looking at is, we've got one here that we've just purchased, and what we're going to be discussing is where should we put it and what will it do. Now, these are available from all good retailers. This one here is the Fire Angel. We've just bought this from our DIY store because it's available. And one good thing about this, it can either be used in a van or a home or a caravan, so it's a mobile unit. It does come with a fitting kit. So the fitting kit allows you to mount it on a wall, such as we've got on the side of the van here. So if we wanted to, what we could do is we could mount that just there as a permanent fixture. We've got other places that we could mount it, but that's just giving you an idea of where we're going to put it, or where we may put it. Now, this is not a sponsored link, so we bought this with our own money. So one thing you will find on most of these and fire alarms is once the battery starts to get a little bit low, there's not enough power to make it work properly, and it starts to beep. If it starts to beep, then usually it's one of two reasons. One is you've got carbon monoxide in your van, and the other one is it's getting low on power. You can usually tell by the beeps what is different. So we're going to get the test on the battery. So that's now telling us that it's ready for use. On our camper, what we're going to do is we're going to sight this on the top of the cupboard, so that if we want to move it from one position to another, we can do. Like I said earlier, we could mount it on the wall. So you can buy other forms of carbon monoxide equipment. Will do exactly the same job. So if you want to take a look here, what we're going to find is you're going to find some that are actually cheaper or smaller. Some of them only last a year, but they all do the same thing. They will detect when you've got some carbon monoxide created in the van. Now, if you're going to be, like I said, you're going to be using any type of heating equipment apart from electric, then obviously you're going to have, or you may have, fumes. It's a silent killer when we want to try and avoid this for anybody that's living or using the campers. So the carbon monoxide that's created is invisible, it's tasteless, but it does kill people. On average, something like 50 people per year basically die from carbon monoxide poisoning. So we're going to try and avoid this if we're going to be using a camper or a caravan. In fact, this unit we are going to be used predominantly in this van, but when it's not in this van, it will be in our house. So that will give us some protection in the house. Also, along with this, you could fit a smoke alarm like you do in your house. These can either be battery ones where you replace the battery, or fully wired in. So if you do want to take a look at the Fire Angel, then you can go on their website and check out what we've just bought for our van. I'm not recommending this. All I'm just saying is that it might be something that you may want to fit. Like I said, there's others available from other retailers. So I'm hoping this is going to give our viewers a bit of food for thought. So if you are living in a van, I would recommend highly the use of a carbon monoxide detector, so that you don't get poisoned while you're sleeping. Because most people, as you know, will put the heating on an evening when it's a little bit cold, go to sleep, and then hopefully they'll wake up in the morning. So beware of this silent killer. So if you want to leave me a comment as to whether or not you are going to fit one, then that would be appreciated. Either that, or give me a thumbs up for the little video. If not, we'll see you next time. Bye for now.